power of habits. In the shimmering city of Oakhaven, every building was made of polished brass and glowing glass. The city didn't run on electricity or wind. It ran on the rhythm of its people. Young Milo lived in a house shaped like a giant teapot. But lately, his own rhythm felt a bit out of tune. He often forgot to make his bed or eat his breakfast, feeling like a heavy cloud was following him around. Everything in Oakhaven was connected to the great gear in the center of town. When people did their daily tasks with care, the gear spun fast and bright. But Milo noticed that his favorite street lamps were dimming. Even his mechanical pet bird wasn't chirping as loudly as it used to. He wondered why the magic of the city seemed to be fading away. While wandering near the city archives, Milo met a tall man with a coat made of shimmering blue scales. His name was Tenax, and he was the keeper of the rhythm. Tenax held a massive magnifying glass and was examining the ground with great focus. "The city is thirsty for habits," Tenax whispered, his voice sounding like chiming bells. Tenax explained that habits were like invisible threads that pulled the great gear. When you do something small every day, like brushing your teeth or reading a book, you create a spark, Tenax said. He pointed toward the center of the city, where the massive gear sat, barely moving. It looked rusty and tired, covered in a thin layer of gray dust. Milo felt a bit guilty. He remembered all the times he had left his toys on the floor or skipped his morning stretches. "Does my small spark really matter?" he asked. Tenax nodded and handed Milo a small, empty lantern. "Fill this with the light of a good habit, and you will see the power you hold," the keeper challenged. That night, Milo decided to start small. Instead of tossing his coat on the floor, he hung it up on the hook. Suddenly, the bottom of his lantern flickered with a tiny, golden light. It wasn't much, but it was a start. He felt a tiny bit faster and a tiny bit stronger as he climbed into bed. The next morning, Milo woke up and immediately brushed his teeth until they sparkled like pearls. He then tidied his desk, stacking his drawing papers in neat piles. With every finished task, the lantern in his room grew brighter and brighter, turning from a flicker into a steady, pulsing beam of orange light. Milo ran back to the great gear to show Tenax. As he walked through the street lamps he passed began to glow brightly again. The mechanical birds started to sing. Tenax was waiting there, smiling. "Look at the gear, Milo," he said. The rust was falling off in flakes, revealing the shining gold beneath. "A single habit is a spark, but a routine is a fire," Tenax proclaimed. Other children in the city saw Milo's glowing lantern and began to find their own rhythms. They picked up litter, helped their parents, and practiced their music. The great gear began to hum a deep musical note that vibrated through the very soles of Milo's shoes. Now, Milo never forgets his morning routine. He knows that his small actions are the fuel for the whole world. The heavy cloud is gone, replaced by a feeling of energy and joy. Oakhaven is the brightest city in the land. all because one boy decided that making his bed was the most important job in the world.